Hello everyone, welcome to a conversation that has echoed in human hearts for thousands of years. Today's information is kindly provided by VITACHOICE Australia Pty Limited. Today, I want to share something with you, the keyword that unlocks all the mysterious doors, knowledge. Or, as the ancient texts state, knowledge is the door, knowledge is the key. Sounds a bit mystical. No, not really. Life is just having a conversation with us. But most of us are too busy to truly listen. You know, part 1, the mystery of the door and the key. Yes, imagine life as a magnificent mansion. Right, and knowledge, true knowledge is your master key, capable of opening every essential door. If you possess that knowledge, you walk in, and boom, you see everything clearly. You understand your genuine clarity and wisdom. It's your birthright. That authentic brilliance you've always possessed is right there. But if you think you don't need to learn more, you're essentially stumbling in the dark, aren't you? Just bumping into walls and bruising your shins. And the worst part is you keep opening the wrong doors. You open what we might call the millennia-old, pitch black dungeon. And what greets you? A foul stench. It's the stink of your own suffering. Greed, anger, delusion, arrogance, and doubt. That's all that lies behind that door. You see, the issue isn't how many doors there are. The real question is, what kind of knowledge are you using to decide which door to open? It's like going to a cafe, right? The menu is the same for everyone. But one person orders the nourishing meal and feels great and clear-headed all day. The other orders all the fried garbage and 2 weeks later wonders why they're lying on the couch feeling terrible. What's the difference? It's knowledge knowing what is good for you and what isn't. Part 2, the headwind we create ourselves. Now, I'm going to ask you a rather cheeky question. How much of your struggle is bad luck? And how much is self-created? Honestly, that question stings a bit, doesn't it? Here's the thing. Though there is a group of people we can politely call the unfortunate. These are the people who keep doing the same things, following impulses, chasing feelings, and firmly believing they're right. Every single mistake stems from the impulse of that moment. They rush through life, blaming the whole world. The universe hates me. Everyone is against me. And then, one day, it dawns on them. Man, I created all this headwind myself. Where's the problem? This happens when you don't have the right knowledge to guide your actions, your words, and your thoughts. A questionable sentence can ruin a nation. A questionable decision can wreck a relationship. An unhealthy diet can destroy a human body. Using the wrong knowledge is essentially shooting yourself in the foot. But conversely, with the right knowledge, a country can prosper, a family can thrive, and a person can genuinely do well and stay healthy. So, here's the first enormous victory. Your suffering is not all external. A lot of it is self-created. And if you created it, you can change it. That's where the hope lies. Part 3, the trap of thinking you're better than you are. You'll notice this in stories. Right, the people who are the most self-important, the most convinced they are the smartest in the room, are the ones who ultimately get completely and utterly crushed hard. Think of the characters in Pride and Prejudice or Wang Zifan, Maya, and Jie Yuanshen in Dream of the Red Chamber. They held themselves in such high esteem, so confident in themselves. And the result? Everything fell apart. Because the higher you elevate yourself, the harder you fall. But you know what's interesting? The ones who knew their place, the ones who were accurate in their self-assessment, the ones who listened to the advice of wiser people, they made it through safely. They didn't crash and burn. In fact, in demigods and semi-devils Qialong Ba Bu, there's a character, the sea-nourishing crocodile god Nanhai Yishen. Despite his displeasure with his master's decisions, because he knew his place and understood the implication, he stuck it out. You know what? He made it through. That's the point. Clearly knowing your place, man, is actually the master key to opening the right doors. This doesn't mean putting yourself down or feeling worthless. It means being honest with yourself. It means thinking, okay, I'm here right now. I've done my best. There's a lot I don't know, but that's okay. I'm still learning. When you understand where you stand, you stop fighting the universe, you're working with it. Part 4, the training ground for how to truly open those doors. Alright, now for the real question. What do I do? How do I light up the light? Listen, this won't happen overnight. But it's not impossible, that's the good news. First, we need to light up the way we see the world. The average person, they see things like that dungeon pitch black. bumping into things, encountering suffering. But the truly awake person, the truly mindful person, they see things with crystal clarity. Every event that happens becomes a lesson. Everything teaches them something. Opening those right doors is about flipping that switch. Open your eyes. Clear out all the garbage that is clogging your mind. Second, get those runaway thoughts and impulses under control. We have this habit, right? Some random thought pops up, and we take off like a wild horse, following it down the rabbit hole. To change it, it's very simple. When a distracting thought comes up, stop it, don't chase it. It's like when you're trying to focus. Any thought that distracts you, good or bad, if it takes you off what you're doing, it's an obstacle. You don't need to judge it or analyze it, just notice it took you off track, and let it go. The trick is, any random thought that pops up, catch it immediately. Don't judge it, don't fight it, just stop, that's it. Focus on what you are doing right now. But the problem is, this takes practice. Man, how long has your mind been wandering like a lost sheep? Sure, it's going to take roughly the same amount of time to retrain it. That's fair. You can't expect to undo years of bad habits in 2 weeks. Third, tap into your internal wisdom and clarity. You can regularly meditate, take time for quiet reflection, and access true clarity. If you commit to this with sincerity, genuinely putting in the effort, even just 3 solid years, you can reach a point where you're no longer dragged along by every impulse. That's when you truly start living your life. Man, you are the one at the helm, not your emotions. Finally, and most importantly, use real life as a mirror. How many people blame their troubles on others? It was all their fault. But man, what you see in the mirror is what you put in front of it. Your experiences are like a reflection. If you are harsh, you see a harsh response. If you are kind, you see a kind response. A huge part of all the good things and all the tough things in your life, you actually shape them yourself. Part 5, what you can start doing right now. Enough theory. Let me give you something you can do today. Right now, this moment. Let's take food as an example. Everyone loves to eat what tastes good to them. And the craving for junk food, that's another door to suffering we keep opening. Step 1, label it. Build your knowledge. Pick your favorite piece of junk food. Maybe it's a chip, maybe a sugary drink, maybe a big tub of salted French fries. Then, as you eat it, think clearly about what it's doing to you. Clearly visualize how it's affecting your skin, your energy, your blood, your mind, causing inflammation, making you dull and foggy. Keep labeling it, over and over, until one day, you truly don't want to eat it anymore. The craving just vanishes. Once the craving is gone, you're free, you won't touch it again. Step 2, feed yourself well. Once you break that cycle, move to the next level. Choose foods that genuinely benefit the body. Then treat yourself like a precision instrument. Figure out exactly what your body needs. How much protein? How many good carbohydrates? What minerals you're missing? Then, precisely and well, feed yourself. We live in an age of food excess, too much abundance, and too many lifestyle diseases. What we need is cleverness in how we approach this. And cleverness means precision. Yes, this is not a small thing. This is your process of opening those doors through concrete action. Summary: the moment that changes everything. Friends, what have we discussed today? We said, knowledge is the door. Knowledge is the key. The right knowledge opens good doors. The wrong knowledge opens dark ones. Many of your struggles are actually self-created. But that's the good news. If you created it, you can change it. That's where hope comes from. Plain and simple. We also said that truly knowing yourself, taking control of those runaway thoughts, using real life as a mirror to see what you are actually doing, and training yourself with concrete action, that's how you truly open those doors. This path isn't easy, but it leads somewhere worth going. It's like turning on a light in a room you've been stumbling around in for years. You finally see clearly. You're no longer opening the doors to darkness. You're walking towards the light. And it all starts now. With a single choice, the moment you look at what you are eating, what you are thinking, what you are doing, and decide right then and there that you will be different. So, here is my blessing. Man, rely on science. Stay far from sickness and suffering. And use reason to reshape a joyful and giving mind and body. And do all of this for the sake of compassion, not for the sake of greed. May each of you find the doorway to clarity. Cheers.